as I was preparing the communion thoughts for today, I read a story this morning that I think perfectly embodies the spirit of the communion. The story is set in Ireland in the mid 1800s, and it's a group of Irish citizens that are escaping the potato famine. And hundreds of thousands of Irishmen had died. Hundreds of thousands of others were starving. And somehow or another, this group had booked passage on an American ship to America. Well, as fate would have it, the ship, as they were sailing, struck an iceberg. And the captain of the ship determined that the ship was going to sink. And so he supervised the evacuation of all the people and the crew. And when he was satisfied that everybody was off the ship, he got on his lifeboat and pushed off. And then he looked back just to survey the scene one more time, and he noticed a little boy on the deck. And apparently this little boy was a stowaway, and nobody had noticed. Well, the captain couldn't leave him, and so he goes back. He goes back on the deck, rescues the little boy, puts the boy back on the lifeboat where he was. Well, this is where the story gets touching. There was only one seat remaining on the lifeboat, and that's where the captain had been, and there wasn't any other room for anybody else. So the captain decided to stay on the ship and let the little boy have his seat. And so the lifeboat pushes off, and when it's kind of secure of the boundary of the ship, the captain yelled out to the little boy, "Never forget what's been done for you today." I'd like to think that Jesus, when he instituted the Lord's Supper, thought the exact same thing. I'd like to think that when he's looking down on us today, that he's thinking, never forget that I died so that you can live. Let's pray. Father, thank you so much for this time of the service. Thank you so much for what Jesus did for us. Just thank you for his body, for his blood, for the sacrifice he made. Thank you so much for him dying that we may live. We offer this prayer through his name. Amen.